What's up, you guys? It's your boy Passion, and today I'm coming at you with another video. This is going to be a pretty long one, so stick around. There's some very interesting stuff I'm going to talk about here. Today I'm going to talk about some of the first mistakes I made when I started on my food truck journey. This is going to be a part of a long series of videos that I'm going to make along the way as I'm building the food truck. As I'm building, I'm going to make a list of all my mistakes in the hopes that I can tell you guys about them so you guys don't make the same ones as well. So it's a learning experience for me, and I'm sharing that with you so it can be a learning experience for you. Yeah, that's the point of this video. So before I get started on this list of mistakes, I want you guys to know that when you're going to do these things, when you're deciding to start your own business and do things of this nature, I want you guys to understand that mistakes are inevitable when doing things like this. Keep in mind, guys, I've never done anything like this before in my life. I've never built anything. I've never built a food truck. I've never even worked on a food truck before in my life. But I'm passionate about what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. So no matter what happens, I'm going to stick with it. No matter what mistakes I make, I'm going to stick with it to the end. And that's what I want to get across to you guys. Do not let these mistakes or mistakes that you will make discourage you ever, because the strongest, not the strongest, but the people that survive or the people that thrive when they do things like this are the people that don't let mistakes define them. They're the ones who choose to get back up and keep going despite what happens. And that's what I want to get across to you guys. Do not let your mistakes define you. You will get through them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the first mistake. Now, pay attention, guys. This is very crucial stuff here. All right, number one, be patient. Being patient. I know that can kind of seem like a very obvious one, but trust me when I tell you it's a lot easier said than done when push comes to shove with a lot of these things. If I could talk about myself a little bit, I'll tell you a story about how, I was affected by being patient, but I didn't let it, discourage me, or being impatient, but I didn't let it discourage me or stop me, or I didn't allow my impatience to sway me. So when I first started this journey, as most of you know, if you watched my previous videos, that my first plan was to go out and buy a trailer fully equipped with everything in it. And that didn't work out necessarily. So I decided to take the money that I did have and build one from scratch myself. So once I decided to do that, I kept getting let down over and over and over and over again. I actually was getting let down before I decided to, build the trailer out myself. If I could tell the story of that, I had one trailer that I had to drive, I believe, 2 hours for. And I had been back and forth with the person I was talking to for a long time. And I was almost assured that I was going to get this trailer. And she was selling a trailer that was fully equipped with everything that I needed on it for a very good price. But she was also selling a pickup truck along with the trailer. So I told her I just wanted the trailer. I go out there with my pickup truck to pick up the trailer. And when I get there, there's two guys there already. And like I said before, she was selling both the trailer and the pickup truck. And those guys came and wanted both the trailer and the pickup truck. So obviously, at no fault of her own, she went with the guys that gave her a better deal. Nothing wrong with that at all. But it really was discouraging for me just because I really had my heart set on that trailer. As I said, I had a very low budget, and not a lot of trailers were going for that amount with everything equipped in them. So once I lost out on that trailer, I could have became impatient and went with something that just wasn't good enough or just wasn't what I was looking for. But instead, I became patient. I reassessed my plan, and I decided to buy a trailer and build one out myself. Hair in my mouth. But once I decided to do that, like, the letdowns didn't stop. When it came to buying some of these enclosed trailers, I wanted to get the best deal on them possible. So I had to be patient with the type of trailers I was deciding to go with, because there are a lot of trailers that are very good, but also very expensive. And there's a lot of trailers that are priced very well, but aren't really up to quality or up to par, and you don't want to spend a certain amount on a trailer and then end up putting another $3,000 in it to fix it. You know what I'm saying? $3,000 or $4,000 in to fix it, because that would defeat the purpose of buying one at a cheaper rate. You want to get one that's cheaper and already has everything that it needs to run properly. So that was a journey I had to be patient on, and you guys are going to have to be patient on that journey as well if you want to get the type of trailer that you want. So I would say that I had to drive many hours to go pick up some of these trailers, upwards of 4 hours to go pick up some of these trailers. And I had one incident where I drove, I believe, 3 hours to go pick up the trailer, and I had been in talks with the guy for a few weeks. I think it was a couple weeks. It was more like a couple weeks. I had been in talks with the guy for a couple weeks, and he confirmed with me that the trailer was tall enough on the inside for me to be able to stand up straight in, in there, right? Because, you know, in order for me to work in there comfortably, I'm a tall guy. I'm around 6'5". I need to be able to stand up straight in this trailer. So like I said, I drove 3 hours to go pick up this trailer. It was a beautiful trailer, by the way. And I get in there, and you guessed it, I was not able to stand up straight. I'm in there like this, trying to stand up in the trailer, and it's just, and you know, I was discouraged. I drove 3 hours. I was a bit annoyed. You know, if I hadn't have gone with my better judgment and been patient, I would have walked out of there with that trailer, because there were moments where I was like, man, I'm already here. Let me just go ahead and buy this trailer and I can make it work. And ultimately, I'm here to tell you guys that I'm very happy that I did not go that route, because if I had gone that route and became impatient and purchased a trailer that I did not want, then I'd be working like this my whole career. And that's not great. And that's especially not great for when it's time for you to hire a team or to hire people to work with you. Because if they can't be comfortable in this trailer, if they can't stand up in it, what's the likelihood that they're going to keep working for you or working in this trailer with you? It's not very likely. And you don't want that for yourself or for your crew. So with that one story, I want you guys to understand that being patient is very necessary in the beginning of this journey and the entire length of this journey. Sorry, guys. Because it is a lengthy one, and there's going to be times where it's going to test you and things are going to get very hectic, and you're going to have to be patient enough to simmer down and make all of the best decisions. So keep that in mind. Patience is very important, and I'm telling you, whatever trailer that you want, whatever trailer that you're looking for, be patient. It will come to you. Just keep looking, keep searching, keep researching, and wait for that right trailer. Trust me, you will not regret it. Trust me. All right, number two. Number two is going to be able to tie into the first mistake very well, not thoroughly inspecting your trailer. You need to inspect this thing. Inspect it. It is of the utmost importance that you get a trailer that does not break down on you and does not have issues with lights or issues with brakes or issues with your hitch or anything. You do not want to be throwing thousands of dollars at this trip. Somebody's mowing grass outside. You don't want to be throwing thousands of dollars into this trailer before you even throw any of your equipment or anything that you need in order to run a food truck or food trailer. You get what I'm saying. Basically, you don't want to throw a whole bunch of money in there before you even get any of your equipment. So that's of utmost importance. A common opinion is that, you know, people that don't tell you about these issues are people that are more than likely trying to scam you. And I'm here to tell you from experience that that's not always the case. Now, it is sometimes. There's plenty of people on Facebook Marketplace out here just trying to earn a quick buck, and you need to look out for that. You need to do your due diligence and really look out for that. But more than likely, not more than likely, but there are the people that genuinely don't know that their trailer has issues. That's why it's up to you to do your due diligence and really inspect this thing and make sure that it's up to par for what you need, because you can't expect them to care about your business or about what you're doing, you have to care about it. You have to care about the vehicle you're going to work in, and you have to make sure that it has everything that it needs in order to function properly. So ultimately that falls on you. So one piece of advice I can give you is, seriously, do not be afraid to ask any of these people as many questions as you have. Ask them everything. I don't care if it annoys them. I don't care if you're interrupting their day. I don't care if they're sitting down at dinner with their family. You text them and you ask them as many questions as you can. Call them if you need to. And if you get to this trailer and you inspect this trailer, you make sure you inspect every single part of it, everything. And if this thing has anything that is undesirable, anything that is going to cost you money, anything that seems like, like you're not too sure of, walk away. Walk away. It's going to be tough. Because like I said in the last mistake, sometimes you're going to have to drive miles and miles and miles and miles away to go pick up these trailers. But I'm telling you, you're going to regret it in the long run. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You're going to regret it in the long run if you decide to buy a trailer that legitimately has so many problems that you're going to have to dive into before you even get into any of the other stuff. This is your money. This is your life. Care about it. Please do your due diligence. Inspect your trailers. That's mistake number 2. On to mistake number 3. And this is one I'm guilty of. So make sure you listen to this one. This one's very crucial. Buy a lock, multiple locks for your trailers. Now, some of you are going to be in a very good situation where, you have a huge backyard, or you have a garage, or you have a driveway to store your trailer. But like me and like so many others, we do not have that luxury. You're going to have to store your trailer on the street. And it's going to be very discouraging if you come outside the next morning all excited to work on your trailer only to find that it's been stolen by someone. So you need to do your due diligence before you even buy a trailer, and you need to buy a serious lock for this thing. Now I'm going to leave 2 locks in the description below. One is going to be a lock for your tire, and then another is going to be a lock for your hitch. And I strongly recommend that you get both of them, because you want as many deterrents as possible to keep thieves away from this trailer. Now, I will say, having a trailer now, it's a modest trailer, it being stolen wouldn't make or break you. It's still your money. You should care about it, but it wouldn't make or break you. But once you have all of your equipment in this trailer, once you have your hood, once you have your fire suppression systems, your fridges, your sinks, everything, this is upwards of $40,000 that you're potentially losing if someone decides, I'm going to hitch up to this and just drive off with it, and that can be very detrimental to some of you. That can make or break you. And I want you guys to understand the level of importance that holds. So make sure you do that. Make sure you go out and buy a high quality lock for your trailer. And if you want the best quality of locks, I'm going to leave you a very, very high quality lock for your hitch in the description below. It is a bit on the expensive side, but trust me when I tell you, it is very well worth it if you want to protect all the stuff in your trailer and protect your trailer itself. So guys, do not forget to do that, because I did. Do not forget to buy a lock for your trailer, a lock for your hitch, a lock for your tire, and a lock for your back doors, your side doors. Some doors already have a lock. They come with a key, and then your pull down doors or your opening doors in the back, a simple padlock for them, even a combination lock, whatever you decide. Just make sure you buy locks for your trailers. I'm going to say them one more time. I'm going to leave a tire lock in the description, and I recommend that you get a tire lock, a hitch lock for your trailer. I'm also going to leave a link in the description for that, and then a simple padlock for the back of your trailer. And I don't really need to leave a link in the description for that. You guys, I assume everyone who's watching this knows what a padlock is. So buy a padlock for the back of your trailer, lock up your trailer. And that's mistake number 3. And last but not least, mistake number 4, not finding a place to store your trailer. Now, this kind of ties in with patience. It kind of ties in with the whole buying a lock scenario. you need weeks beforehand, you need to find a place to store this trailer. That's the last thing you want, is to bring the trailer home and then have no idea where you're about to put it. Next thing you know, you're gonna be in there, you're gonna be sleeping in it. But you know, you can reach out to family members, friends, and see if they'll allow you to store their trailer in their driveway or their garage. Like I said, if you're not luxurious enough to have that on your own, you need to go find somewhere to store it. And if your friends or family will allow you to do so, perfect. But one thing to remember when doing that is to be respectful of whoever's allowing you to store your trailer on their property or on their home or anything like that. It is disrespectful or impolite to just show up to somebody's house, or even worse, to bring people to someone else's house to work on your trailer. That is beyond disrespectful. These people were respectful enough to allow you to store your trailer on their property, so you need to do your due diligence and be respectful and let them know when you're going to show up. Let them know when you're coming to work on their trailer. Ask them if you can come and work on the trailer that day. And what I've done, because I'm storing my trailer on someone else's property, what I've stated to them is, every time that I'm going to show up, I'm going to send out a text and let you know that I'm coming. And then if I can't come that day, just let me know and we'll rework the schedule. And one thing that I never do is bring any of my friends or fellow colleagues to want to help me work on the trailer to that person's home. That is their home. That is their place of privacy. And it is disrespectful to bring people that they don't know onto their property. So if I'm going to work on my trailer, I hitch my trailer up, I take it off of their property, and I go somewhere where I can work on the trailer. An empty parking lot, or a family member's house, or something like that, somewhere I can store it for a short period of time as I'm working on it. And then with their permission, I can come back and store my trailer there for the evening or for the night or for however long I'm staying there. So like I said, if you're going to store your trailer at someone else's home, be respectful of their property. It's very important. You want someone to respect you and your property, make sure you respect theirs. I will say, if that doesn't work, if you can't find anyone that's willing to allow you to store your trailer at their home, then you're gonna have to fork up some of this and consider a storage place. And I would talk to them weeks before going out to buy a trailer, and really giving yourself the opportunity to look over your options and seeing what's available. Typically I would suggest maybe some form of indoor storage, because it's going to be more expensive, probably going from around $40 to $120 a month to store your trailer indoors versus outdoors. But you want to be able to protect your truck from the elements. If you want it to last as long as possible, it's usually best to try and store your trailer in some kind of indoor facility. But if you can't afford that, storing your trailer outdoors is perfectly fine too, if that's all you can afford or if that's what you have to work with. There's nothing wrong with that at all. What's important is just having a place to store this thing, because you don't want to get this thing home and not know where you're going to put it. Then you're screwed. So very important, find a place to store your trailer, and above all, do not wait until the last minute. Make those plans beforehand. Do not wait until the last minute. One more thing I do want to say, and it's not really a mistake, it's more so advice that could potentially turn into a mistake or a very bad situation. I've chosen to pay for my trailers or anything that I buy off Facebook Marketplace for a large sum of money with cashier's checks. And I will tell you, this kind of falls into the whole patience thing, because I will tell you, there are a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace, when it comes to enclosed trailers, that do not accept cashier's checks out of fear of being scammed, because cashier's checks can be faked. They can, and they have been faked. And you're going to run into that. If you're very adamant about a cashier's check, you need to stand on that, be patient and stand on that. And, you need to do whatever you can to convince them that your cashier's check is not fraudulent. What has worked for me is when I was talking to them about cashier's check, because most people don't really know about them very, very well, other than they can be scammed or faked. I told them that, look, what I can do is I can tell you the bank that I'm getting the cashier's check from, and once the cashier's check has been made out to you, I can give you the number of the specific branch of the bank that I went to go, write the check. You can call them. I'll give you the number to them. You can reach out to them and ask them if you have a cashier's check written in your name to verify this check. And that's something that has worked on occasions. Okay. That is something that has worked on occasions. It's probably just my neighbors. But that is something that has worked on occasions, and that's another option for you. Or if you decide that you're not going to go the cashier's check route, I would strongly recommend that if you're going to pay with cash, to bring someone with you. Do not go and try to buy this trailer by yourself. You're opening yourself up to being robbed. That's just the truth of the matter. If you don't have a weapon, or if you're not some big strong person like I am, if you're a woman or something like that, I would strongly suggest that you bring some form of protection, and you bring someone with you when you're going to buy this trailer, because you never know what could happen. You don't know who you're going to. One thing I would avoid is people that are short with you, people that are very rude about you suggesting a cashier's check, or when you try to give them options, that are very short with you and don't want to speak to you and say rude things to you or be kind of condescending. I would avoid any form of interaction with people like that. People that are rude are not people you want to work with, and they're definitely not people that you should trust. But that's a little piece of advice for people that are, thinking about paying for a trailer. Be patient. If you want to use a cashier's check, do everything you can to convince them that a cashier's check is the best route for them, and then you're not out to scam them or whatnot. Do what you can and be patient in that regard. And that's the video. And those are some of the mistakes that you could potentially make when you're going to buy a trailer on this food truck journey. Like I said, guys, there's going to be more videos and more mistakes to talk about on this journey, and I hope you guys are along for the ride. Like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, mistakes are inevitable. They're going to happen. Be patient, make all the right decisions, and above all, do not give up. Do not give up on what you're trying to do. I understand that some people are still going to make mistakes that I potentially haven't mentioned in this video or talked about in this video, and it's only because I haven't seen them and I haven't made them. So if you do make mistakes, leave a comment in the below, or if you ever ran into some mistakes that you've overcome yourself, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them, because you'd be helping all the people that chose to click on this video, and you'd be helping me in the future when, you'd be helping me avoid the mistakes that I could potentially make while doing this. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was informative, and I hope it helped you out in some way. If it did, make sure you leave a like below and share the video. This helps it reach other people who are trying to do things of this nature. So you're helping out a lot of other people when you like and share this video. Also, again, I have a GoFundMe in my link in the description below, because we need to make more money to fund some more of this food truck journey. If you are interested in helping me along this journey, like I said, there will be a link to the GoFundMe in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. There'll be more videos coming very soon, because I am constantly working on this trailer. I'm constantly coming up with ideas, and I'm constantly doing other things behind the scenes to prepare me to run a successful food truck business. And there are going to be some videos on that as well. So look out for those. Subscribe. Link in the description. Go check out some of those locks. Check out my GoFundMe. Support me. And thank you guys for watching. Passion out.